In this today lecture, we go to see about the transient response of RLC series circuit with sinusoidal input voltage. This is the RLC series circuit with the input voltage is sinusoidal voltage whose magnitude is around Vm. Okay, so where the switch is closed at time t equal to 0. So here we want to find the complete solution for the current I of t using the Laplace transform method. So before entering into that, we write the loop equation for the corresponding circuit. So according to the loop equation, my input voltage V of t, which is equal to Vm sine omega t plus theta, which is equal to R into I of t plus L into di by dt plus 1 by c integral of I of t into dt. So in this problem, I consider the initial conditions are taken as 0. So that the voltage, the initial voltage across the capacitor and the initial current through the inductor is taken as 0. Okay, and I take the Laplace transform for the corresponding equation, which results IFS into R plus SL plus 1 by CS, which is equal to Vm into S into sin theta plus omega into cos theta divided by S square plus omega square. Here, this is in the form of sine of A plus B. So we know the formula, sine of x plus y or x minus y. Here it is sine of x plus y. So therefore it is replaced by sine x, sine A, sine B plus cos A, cos B. Here instead of A, omega t is present, instead of B, theta is present. Okay, we know that the Laplace transform of sine omega t is replaced by omega divided by s square plus omega square. Similarly for cos omega t, it is s divided by s square plus omega square. Just I apply this expansion and take the Laplace transform. The resultant equation looks like this. Now you take this quadratic equation to the RHS, then the resultant equation should be like this. Okay, so in order to find the value of I of t, first of all I take inverse Laplace transform. So before taking inverse Laplace transform, I go for partial fraction methods in order to find the corresponding roots value. Okay, so here this s square plus omega square is replaced by s plus j omega into s minus j omega. So we already seen in our previous lectures. Similarly, this quadratic equation should rewrite as s minus s1 into s minus s2. Here s1 and s2 are the roots. Okay, so take consider this quadratic equations. Okay, we know the formula to find out the roots, which is nothing but minus b plus or minus, okay, square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So this is the formula to find out the roots. Okay, so 4 divided by, sorry, it should be a 2a, it should be 4. Okay, go. So you substitute the value of a, b, c in this equation, you get the roots s1 and s2 looks like this. The value of s1 equal to minus r divided by 2l plus square root of r square divided by 4l square minus 1 by lc, and s2 equal to minus r divided by 2l minus square root of r square divided by 4l square minus 1 by lc. Okay, so now I split the equation in this format in order to, in the form of partial fraction method. So in order to find the value of k1, I replace s by s1, so that the value of k1 is looks like this. So therefore if I substitute s is equal to s1, this term should cancel. So in the remaining terms s is replaced by s1 and the corresponding value is shown here. Similarly, to find the value of k2, s is replaced by s2. So the corresponding value is shown in this slide. And in order to find the value of k3, s is replaced by minus j omega and the necessary simplifications are shown. This is the final value. Okay, so similarly to find out the value of k4, just s is replaced by plus j omega, so that it should be eliminated. The value of k4 is to find. So this is the value of k4. So to substitute this k1, k2, k3 and k4 in the previous equation. Okay, so this is the value of I of t, and we know that this is the sorry, once again. Okay, so this is the equation, and so if you substitute these values, so k1, k2, k3, k4, these are in the terms of s minus a, so like that, so that it is replaced by e power plus at. If it is s plus this term is present, then taking inverse Laplace transform, it should be e power minus j omega t. Looks like that it should be converted into time domain. Okay, that's why they display like this. Okay, so in this expression, in this current expression, there are two terms will be present. The first term is nothing but the transient part of the current, and the second one is the steady state part of the current. Okay, in the transient state, substitute the values of k1 and k2. So this is the final expression for the transient current. So here I want to find out the steady state value of the current through the RLC series circuit. So my focus is on the steady state current value. So here I substitute the K3 and K4 values. Okay, and this is my final value of steady state current in the RLC circuit. Now I want to simplify this expression. Okay, so first of all, to simplify this expression, just cross multiply these two terms. Okay, and similarly just multiply these two terms. Here we know that these two terms are in the format of a plus b into a minus b, so that this should be replaced by a square minus b square. Similarly, these two terms is replaced by a square minus b square. So therefore these two terms is replaced by s1 square plus omega square and s2 square omega square. Okay, so this is the equation shown here. So here they take omega outside. Okay, so I already told that this is replaced by s1 square plus omega square, so and so it is cross multiplied. Now you multiply these two terms, s1 with respect to s2 and similarly s1 with respect to j omega. Similarly this j omega is multiplied through these two terms. Similarly here also it is multiplied by like this. If you multiply these terms, and the resultant equation should be like this. Okay, so here we know the value of s1 and s2 in the from the quadratic equation. Substitute the value of s1 and s2. Okay, so this is the simplified expression. So we see that. So now you substitute s, just you multiply this s1 and s2, the resultant value which is equal to 1 by lc. Okay, and one more thing, so before we go to that, just see this term here, e power minus j theta plus e power j theta is present, so which is equal to 2 times of cos theta. We know the formula. Similarly here e power j theta minus e power minus j theta is present, so this term divided by 2j is replaced by a sin theta, but here j term is not present here, so already here j is present, so this j is replaced by minus 1 by j, so that this negative sign, so this positive sign is replaced by this negative sign, so that this j and this overall term is replaced by 2 sin omega t plus theta. Okay, now it is clear to you. So this is the corresponding formula. So I'm added to that, if you multiply this s1 and s2, you get the final value of 1 by lc, so which is put here. Just you, this is a basic mathematics, just you do it your own. And if you add these two, s1 plus s2, take omega outside, if you add these two values, this term and this term will cancel each other, so the resultant value which is equal to minus r by l. Already omega is present here, so just you multiply these values, the resultant is minus omega r divided by l. So this is the expression, this minus and this minus cancel each other, so this is the corresponding equation. And one more correction I made is here is I split this equation into two terms, so this is a constant one, so I take outside, so I split this equation into two parts. Why? Because if it is the lengthy one, so to avoid the confusion, so I split this equation into two parts. The first part is taken as a, okay, and my second part of the equation is taken as b. So for part a, so this is the equation I given. So s1 square plus omega square into s2 square plus omega square, just you multiply this and the resulting equation should be like this. Okay, so here this term I go for some small modification for our convenience. Here it is in the form of a square plus b square. Okay, so I go for some modification which is equal to a plus b the whole square, okay, minus 2ab. Why? Because so for our simplicity I go for this modification so that the equation looks like this, because we already know that the value of s1 into s2 which is equal to 1 by lc. 1 by lc is nothing but s1 into s2. Similarly we know the value of omega into s1 plus s2, we know the value which is equal to minus omega r divided by l. So we know these values, so that only I go for these modifications. Okay, so now you substitute the values. I am already told that the s1 s2 value and similarly s1 omega plus s2 omega. Okay, substitute the values. So from this equation I take omega power 4 outside. Okay, so if I do that, here there is, I put omega power 4 here. This omega power 4 is split into two terms, omega square into L square and omega square into C square. Similarly, one more omega square is present here, and similarly here one omega square is present. Okay, here this omega square L square is replaced by omega L the whole square. Similarly, this omega square C square is replaced by omega C the whole square. Okay, so we know that omega L is replaced by XL and 1 by omega C is replaced by XC. So do these corrections. This is the final value. Okay, so now from this equation I take XL square outside. Okay, so if I do that, here the equation looks like this. Okay, here 2xl and xc is present plus xl square is present. So here you see that this xc square minus 2xl xc and plus xl square, it is in the format of a square plus b square minus 2ab, which is replaced by a minus b the whole square, so that it is replaced by xl minus xc the whole square. So the final expression looks like this. Okay, it is clear. So then I move on to the next part B. Okay, so this is the value of part B. So now I expand this value. So this is in the form of sine of a plus b cos of a plus b. Sine of a plus b is replaced by sine a cos b plus cos a sin b. Similarly, cos of a plus b is replaced by cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Just I expand this. Okay, now compare these two equations. Okay, and compare these two equations. Okay, so from these equations you take sine omega t outside. Similarly, from these two equations you take cos omega t outside. So the resultant should be like this. Okay, now what you do, take omega square outside. Okay, so if you take omega square outside, one omega is present in the denominator. Similarly, this omega square is taken outside, minus 1 by omega square is present here. So similarly, the same thing will occur in the second term of the equation. Okay, so now this omega L is replaced by XL and this omega square LC is replaced by omega L into omega C. We know that 1 by omega C is replaced by XC and omega L is replaced by XL. Okay, so now you take XL outside from this overall equation. Okay, so I take omega square outside. Now XL is taken outside. So the corresponding equation looks like this: sine omega t into r cos theta plus xl minus xc into sin theta plus cos omega t into r sin theta minus xl minus xc into cos theta. Now you should multiply this sine omega t like this, and similarly you should multiply this cos omega t into the terms. Now you expand this equation, it looks like this. Okay, now compare these two terms and similarly compare these two terms. Sorry, yes, this two term. Now you take r outside. Okay, the remaining part is sin omega t cos theta plus cos omega t sin theta, which is in the form of sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. And similarly you take xl minus xa outside, which is in the form of, take minus sin also outside, cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Okay, so therefore it should looks like this. So this is replaced by sin of a plus b, and these two terms is replaced by cos of a plus b. Okay, so we know the impedance triangle. So consider this is the impedance triangle. Okay, so from this impedance triangle, so this is the value of pi, and this is the value of r, and this is nothing but xl minus xc. Okay, so this is nothing but xl, and this is nothing but z. So here r is replaced by z into cos pi, and similarly this xl minus xc is replaced by z into sin pi. So I rearrange this equation, it looks like this. So here z is common, so I take z outside. Okay, it should looks like this. And one more point is, it is in the form of sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. So this equation is replaced by sin of a minus b. Here a is nothing but omega t plus theta, and b is nothing but pi. So therefore the final expression looks like this: z into omega square divided by xl into sin of omega t plus theta minus pi. So this is the final value of the part B in the current equation. Now this is the final current equation. I told that. So this is part A, which is, wait a minute, oh, this is part A, and this is part B. Now you substitute the values we find during the session. So which is nothing but Vm into omega divided by L, 1 divided by omega square by L square into R square plus XL minus XC the whole square into Z into omega square divided by XL into sin of omega t plus theta minus pi. Okay, so now this omega square and this omega square cancel, and this XL is replaced by omega L, and this omega will cancel, this L and this L with cancel with this L square. Okay, and we know the value of Z for a series RLC circuit, and the angle pi is also, we know that this is the value for Z and pi. So you substitute this Z value here. So these two terms are same. Here square root is present, here the square root is not present. So if you cancel each other, the square root will present here. Okay, so you substitute this pi value here. So we know that here omega L is nothing but XL, and 1 by omega c is replaced by XC. So it is nothing but XL minus XC the whole square. So substitute all those values in the equation. This is my final steady state current in the series RLC circuit. Okay, if you have any doubts, put your comments in my comment section. Thank you.